What's up, you guys? Welcome back to NezFab. Today we're going to go swoop up Built Bottom End. We found Built Bottom End and one of our buddies is selling locally, so I'm going to head over there, pick it up, see what it's got. Supposedly it's an Eagle Wiseco build. We'll get it back here to the shop, and then we'll go through it, see if it's usable or if we got to machine that one. So stay tuned. Alright guys, just arrived back home from picking up the block, and I ran up to my brother's house and grabbed the cherry picker like I said I was going to. But yeah, it's definitely built. We're gonna get it unloaded. I'll get it in the garage, but I will not tear into it till tomorrow. So, but it's supposed to have Wiseco pistons and some Eagle rods, and we got a little bonus part with it too. So that was nice. So, but we'll get this thing unloaded and we'll check back in. All right, there she is, all offloaded in the garage, nice and safe. Like I said, tomorrow, which who knows when you guys see this video. Anyways, we'll get this thing kind of all buttoned back up, get that thing off the engine stand, and then we'll get this bad boy up on the stand and see what we're working with here. Let's see if I turn this down here. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, as you can tell, those are definitely aftermarket pistons. So they don't look like they've been beat up too bad. I guess I need to find out what the compression ratio and stuff on them is, but it came with an oil pan and everything too, which is nice. And apparently it's already got is it? Oh, he said it had a bung welded on, but it's definitely got a bung welded on there. So unless it's welded on in a weird spot, but definitely a 6-bolt. You know, you see the 6-bolt there, 6 bolt holes on the crank. So pretty dirty. The guy we picked it up from says it's been sitting around, I guess, for a couple years in his garage. He just never done anything with it. So, but it's already got the balance shaft deletion kit and all that stuff too. So we'll get up on the engine stand tomorrow, tear it down, see what we're working with, see if the bearings and everything look good, and everything looks good. We'll slap it back together, torque everything down, and then start assembling the engine, and then just one step closer to getting this Galano back on the road. The magic of YouTube, it's tomorrow. We walk away from the swamp cooler. If you guys don't have one of these, if you guys are working in the garage, it's a little bit of an investment, but it definitely helps when it's like 90, 100 degrees outside. So we're back in the garage. As you can see, it's a little messy, a little more messier than I'd like. So before, we went and picked up the block last night, which you guys just saw. Before we get that up on the engine stand over here, I'm going to, we got scooters and everything, the joys of having kids. I'm gonna get this crank out of this one. Hopefully this ain't too windy with that fan. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. I'm gonna get the crank out of this one, and then we'll get this one down on the ground, and then we'll slap that one up on the engine stand. Hey, look what we got. Woo, we got a bare block. So got an old tore down, got the crank out, got the front cover off, front case cover, comes with the oil pump and all that stuff's all out of there. So we're pretty much down to a bare block, you guys. Like I said, we'll just set this one aside. If that other one's good to go, I'm gonna get this one off the engine stand. That other one over the mirror sitting there is good to go. Those two look like that. Got the garage cleaned up a little bit. Got all kinds of room for activities and stuff here, huh? Name the movie. Throw it in the comments if you guys know what that's from. If you don't, well then you're missing out on life. But all kinds of room for activities. So we'll get this bad boy off the engine stand, get that one up there, and yeah, let's see what we're getting to with that one. So. Alright, bada bing, bada boom, baby. Alright, we got the other engines, the new engine, well, the new / used engine, new to us, up on the engine stand. Got the old one chilling right there. Like I said, we'll touch base with Jesse, see what he wants to do with that thing. But for now, it's just chilling. I'm gonna get out my handy dandy notebook, my handy dandy measuring tools, and then supposedly this is supposed to be a 2.0 block, 0.20 over on the bore. So I'll get out my tools, measure that, see what's up with that, and then that way we know if we got to order a head gasket, we know which head gasket to order. And then I'll measure that real quick, and then get this thing flipped over. Hopefully, I'm hoping a bunch of fluids don't come rushing out, which I should probably just pop the drain plug just to make sure there isn't a bunch of oil in it. So I'm kind of repurposing this the lid for one of those totes for runoff. I just need to invest and give myself, maybe build something for the bottom of the stand to catch the fluids and kind of drain into, so it just doesn't go pouring onto the ground. But yeah, let's plan real quick. Measure that, flip it over, take off the oil pan, see what we're working with underneath there. I'm gonna see if I can record and do this at the same time. So got this nice little bore gauge set here to measure the inside of the cylinder here. Here, hold that, babe. So you take this bad boy. These things are like a little springy. You stick it down here in the cylinder. It's just got springs. Just kind of move it around, kind of keep it vertical. Kind of get a good spot. And then at the end here, you just twist this thing, and that locks it in, so you can't compress it. Over here, we grab our micrometer, and I was already measuring it, but the guy that we picked this up from said it was a 20 over block, and it's reading about almost 85.5 millimeters, so that equates to 20 over into inches. So so the guy wasn't lying. I'm not saying you were lying. We're just measuring just for S and G's. So yeah, 20 over. So that's good. That's good. That means, you know, the block, whenever they had a machine, wasn't in that bad of condition. So another nice thing is that usually with 20 over, you can use a stock head gasket, so we don't have to worry about ordering a head gasket or nothing. So now we're gonna get it flipped over, and then we'll check the rods and the bearings and all that stuff out. Hey, look at that. Yeah, we got some Eagle H-beam rods in there. It even says it. Focus. Oh, it won't focus. But you can read it on that. So I'm gonna click on the right here. Anyways, it won't focus. But yeah, Eagle H-beam rods. H-beam. Jesus. Getting a little dehydrated. I need to drink some more water. But yeah, everything's looking pretty good. Yeah, balance shaft leak kit. They got the oil block off bearings and stuff in there. I'm gonna get my flashlight. It's kind of hard to see the other side. Yep, block off. Block. So all we're gonna do is I'm just gonna pop these caps off real quick, check the bearings, see how they look and everything, and if everything looks pretty good so far, to me everything looks good. We'll slap it back together, torque down the bearings, torque down the rods, and probably continue assembling this engine. You know, I don't see no other reason not to. The guy we picked it up from said, you know, it's been sitting around for a few months, and he pulled out of a running car, and it's just been sitting there. So, you know, I don't see nothing crazy. Looking at the bottom of the pistons and all that, man, you know, they all look, everything looks really good. So, you know, if this was my personal car, I'd throw it in there, fire it up, see what's happened. No point on, you know, throwing money at this thing if it's going to be good. So, you know, we'll see what's up. We'll check back in once I get these caps off. Ooh, baby, we're looking good. I don't know if you guys really looked that well at that last crank and stuff that we had apart, but all these ones are looking good, man. They're supposed to match. So all those journals on the crank for the rods, everything looks good. Even these bearings, man, they don't, you know, they got a little bit of wear in them and stuff, but we don't know for sure how many miles are on the engine. But for the most part, it's not bad. It's not bad at all, especially compared, I said, to that other one. I should grab that other crank. Where's that? So, I'm just gonna put the light on here. So you can definitely tell the reflection's kind of screwing with it, but you can definitely tell that this one right here is pretty scored up compared to the other three. The other three are still pretty shiny and pretty smooth, you know. Of course, there's gonna be slight scratches or it looks like scratches or whatever on the crank. That's just, you know, so the bearings are for. But so you can kind of see it better there. Anyways, this engine, I say we're ready to rock and roll with this baby. Like I said, if this was an engine I was putting in my car, I picked up used, and they said it was good to go, and cool, let's throw it in there and let's see what we can do with it, man. You know, it's just your normal, typical Eagle H-beam Wiseco piston build. That's the same combo I got in my car. That's the same combo I think my brother has in his car. I'll have to ask him for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Eagle H-beam and Wiseco as well. And, you know, we put down 600 to the wheel on that thing. Some people say that Eagle H-beams are no better than stock, but I know for a fact stock 1G rods can handle much more than 500 horse. Once I got the HX35 on there, I got my car tuned and stuff. Put down 500 to the wheels on a Mustang dyno. Went out that night, turned it up a little bit more, and then I ended up blowing it up. And that was on stock rods. Since then, I put Eagle H-beams in my car just because I haven't, you know, got anywhere above 700, and it's held power and it's held power of my brother's car. So, you know, there's, you know, that's what a lot of people use. It's a cheap rod, but it can hold 5, 6. Once you start messing around with 700 horsepower, I'd recommend you start swapping to some Turbo Tough or some I-beam rods. But I think this thing with Jesse's goals, 500, 600 horse, like I feel like it's gonna last him, forever. And at least we can get it going. And if he wants, we can take this block, get this one machined, and then maybe he can do a fresh build on this one, maybe with some I-beams, some Turbo Toughs. And if he wants to turn up a little bit more, we just swap the bottom ends and make some more jam and jelly and get juicy with it. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna slap this all back together, and then I'm gonna hit up Jesse, let him know the good news. Like I said, I'd run it. If you guys see anything with this block or anything, just let me know in the comments what you think looks different. Oh, look, we got a guest appearance.
What's up? What's up in that fat world?
Yeah, big brother rolling through. He actually just dropped his head off and stuff down at Drew's today. So Drew's going to do his, Drew's going to touch it, do his specialty to it. He's going to do all the CNC porting. Get it all ready to go and stuff. With doing the YouTube channel, he worked on Jesse's car, he put out content, and motivated to get his ass back to working on his car. So his is in pretty good shape, minus he's just doing cosmetic stuff with his. But anyways, we'll probably do some filming and recording on his car when the time comes to start working on that thing. But right now it's Galant VR420 time. All right, we're in business. Rods are all torqued back down. This thing is ready for me to clean up the gasket material, get the oil pan back on, flip it around, and just wait for some parts to show up. Some ARP head studs, got a 3-layer metal head gasket filter on there, and then all new timing components, water pump, all that good stuff. So, yeah, we got a good bottom end, good top end. Now it's just assembly time, man. So this is going to speed up the process a lot. This it's a used built block, but to me it looks pretty damn good. So we'll slap it in, and we'll see how much it can handle. And like I said, maybe down the road, Jesse will get another 6-bolt bottom end, a fresh one built, just in case this one does something wonky. 20 over Wiseco Eagle rods. It should be good up to 600 reliable. I'd be safe running it to 600. So that's the new 6-bolt inspection. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave a like, leave a dislike. Let me know what you liked in the comments, what you didn't like in the comments. Make sure you share this with a friend, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, please. Let's see what we can get this channel up to, man. I'm gonna keep pumping out the content. The plan with the channel is once we get done with Galant build, I'll be filming and doing my build, and then my brother Seth, he's got a 9.2 Talon 2 that he just got the head dropped off at the machine shop, and we'll probably eventually be doing some stuff with that on the channel too. I'll be maybe posting some little side gigs, some stuff that I do. I do a lot of stuff related to cars. The main focus is the 4G6 or DSM stuff, but got my brother-in-law coming over, so I'll probably do a video. This might not be out in time for this to happen, but maybe some brakes on his Silverado. Maybe do some welding and stuff in the future. So, but I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too, man. Hopefully you guys keep tuning in, and we keep growing the channel. So, catch you on the next one.